It's over. He's got the high ground.
By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back into another episode of the galaxy-famous, Halcyon-approved Jedi Talk podcast. I am one of your co-hosts of the High and Regular Council. This is different tonight. I feel like I'm doing my other podcast because I've got my boys from Jedi Talk on the council down here on my left. I'm looking at you thinking I have to carry the load tonight, but I really don't. Because, hi, I'm Tom Oakrey. You are following us at Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram. Jedi Talk on YouTube, youtube.com/Jedi Talk. We're on Threads. Fourth Mother Talk on Twitter. Brad says we're on OnlyFans. But don't worry, we don't have any butthole pictures. Joining me as always, ladies and gentlemen, here on the High and Regular Council. I'm pulling up my jokes. I am all over the place tonight. But Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the hell are you tonight?
Adiga and good journey. I'm doing okay. I got a little bit of scratchy throat going on, so I sound even dumber than usual. That's why.
Okay.
Bro, me too. I went to the doctor today.
And we're not even in the same state.
I know. I don't know what the hell's going on. I know here it's hazy because of the storm, but...
Yeah. Well, I finished reading Phasma today, so fastest I've ever read a book. I read it in 11 days.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. We can talk about it later.
Evan, the reason Evan was late to our podcast tonight is because he was legally changing his gender to I hate Epcot. Everybody, just FYI.
Fair.
So the reason why we're all doing video is because of our other co-host here on the High and Regular Council, who's spending an unknown amount of time in South Carolina because the statute of limitations changed here in Florida. Brad Hughes. Brad, how the hell are you?
I'm good, and at least my pronouns aren't Dream Finder. That's all I could say.
Good, because they're mine. You can't have them.
What's up, fellas?
Not much. How you guys hanging there?
I'm good. I'm ready for a good show. This is going to be fucking awesome.
Interesting. This is interesting. So we're kind of doing, look, we finally came through with the video.
We're doing our best Fourth Mother Box impression, and it's only better because Kyle's not here.
You want to start the show off there? I mean, he derailed Fourth Mother Box this past weekend, just opening up about many things, Brad Hughes. So Brad, your dime, your dance floor, man.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't have 4 Instagram accounts. He's being dramatic. I have 5. There's multiple reasons for having multiple accounts. So people who listen to Jedi Talk don't care about my opinions on bourbon, and people who listen to me for bourbon reviews don't care about Star Wars.
They also don't care about your bourbon reviews, apparently.
Exactly.
Those idiots.
Rude. I don't understand how someone doesn't get that. Also, this is coming from a man who gets paid to talk to college students for a living and brought up OnlyFans. How the fuck dare you come at me with these horrible things, saying God knows what? I fast forwarded it because it was just hurting my feelings. Kyle, I don't know how someone with that short of stature is going to come at me and just with these horrible things. And Tom said he was having to carry the load. The only person who's carrying any loads is Kyle's mom, and it's all of our moms. So
that got a DJ horn.
And I'm a well-rounded person. I don't just like
one thing, video games and that's it, and comic books.
I like multiple things. I have varied interests. Your mother is one of those interests. Now, don't come at me again because I'll go harder. I didn't plan on doing this.
Just like we all went harder on Kyle's mom.
And the only thing you don't want is me coming at you even harder. So this is a warning to you and Fourth Mother Box. Ease up, because I'm going to come at you. You talked about my cardigan, and that's upsetting. And I know you're going to come at me about these pink headphones, and they are pink. You're going to be like, were they pink or was the lighting? They are pink. They're pink headphones. These are Holly's headphones, and I don't care. What are you going to say? Because that's just who you are. You nitpick every little thing, but you talk all this game, but you say the same 3 jokes to Tom. I've got the receipts and the text messages. We can show you say the same 2 jokes over and over again. Blah, blah, blah.
Did you hear him bitching about getting kicked off his parents' Netflix
friends.
the other night?
I actually hate him because this is hilarious. Man, like I'm just like shitting on a friend.
There's probably like 2 people out there that believe that you're not friends. I'm sure there's 2 people out there.
No, I want everyone to know that we joke with each other all the time. I feel like I'm being a little harsh and I'm being silly.
I suppose, but I do carry the load on
I have
Fourth
to
by the
say that. Like we live in a day and age where I have to say that because we could get flagged for hate speech or something.
Yeah,
I'm telling
you, hate you.
I'm telling you,
yourself, Kyle.
we have to get Kyle reported on Instagram eventually. Like we have to go kick him.
And you guys didn't do it. We tried to get you to go and report him, and no one did it except me 7 times on all my 7 accounts.
That's all right.
Let's move on because he's just occupying too much of my time this week. The fucking midget.
Occupy Cosentino. So we have a little bit of a breaking news, actually.
Occupy his fucking mom.
Hey, that's 5? Is that 5? Is that 5?
5 in 5 minutes.
We're gonna keep going. And you know why? Because it's true.
Kind of breaking news, and I was telling you guys a little bit before this, but we got some reversal of opinion on doing Star Wars now from one Finn, a.k.a. Jon Boyega. So he would, and I have the quote here that I want to share with you guys that he actually said to somebody. He was promoting one of his current films. I don't know, I didn't go that deep, but he says he can come back again. And he said the comments that he made before that were like, basically, I'm never doing Star Wars again, that was a few years ago. So those comments were the subject of that particular project. So that's a shot.
AKA he hated The Rise of Skywalker.
Absolutely.
They were made during The Rise of Skywalker, as he should, because
they gutted his character.
Doesn't do it for me like it used to.
There was just so many things going on, and they pushed his story to the side. Like, we have 5 other stories. We don't need Finn's story. But like, yeah, we do. Like, Finn had a good story going. You could have done something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a shame. I actually don't think you can do this new sequel trilogy or whatever the hell they're calling it, the new trilogy of movies, the new movie, whatever it is, without him. If you don't have him involved, what are you doing?
How do you write him off? Like, you don't just throw him in a stupid comic where nobody's going to pay attention and see. It's like you got to talk about. God, he took such a nosedive from The Force Awakens and Last Jedi. He was kind of relevant, and then.
Now, here's the thing. We always talk about this with the Force Awakens. Do you think it was the story changed, or do you think it was deceptive marketing to get people thinking that it was a misdirect? Because he's like in all the posters, he's the one holding the lightsaber. And
well,
it was misdirection, or do you think they were like, no, dude, we're going to flesh your story out, and they just didn't?
They didn't have all 3 movies planned, so they probably were like, let's see how the reception goes after this. And at that time, I feel like that everybody loved Rey more. So the people that liked the movie, the people that didn't hated Rey because Mary Sue, whatever, but people liked Rey, so they went with her. I don't know. That's my take on it.
Well, let's look.
They didn't have a plan.
Look at it this way. Remember what they did and erased him from the China poster, right? Because China's a bunch of racist pricks. So
that's crazy.
What if
they wouldn't do that now? There's no way they would.
But what if Disney changed the story because they were afraid of losing out on episode 8 and 9 China money?
But they don't even do well in China, do they? The Force Awakens.
Star Wars doesn't do well in China. Yeah.
It does or doesn't?
It doesn't. No.
Well, then why even care?
So that's why it's even more.
There's no Star Wars in Shanghai Disneyland at all. There's like no representation because they don't care.
All right, then why even release the movies in China anymore?
I don't know. Japan's the audience that you should care about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I hope Finn has a great story in Episode 10 is what we're tentatively calling it right now. Episode Rey.
Yeah.
Episode tentatively.
I think it's tentative to fucking Lucasfilm too.
Yeah, we got
all
some
this shit going on, man.
We got some strikes going on.
This writer strike thing is crazy. I don't know where I land on it because it's like
I know where I land on it. I don't make it about myself and make a social media post about it.
That's where I land on it as well. But I don't. It's especially when you're not a fucking actor, director, writer. Shut the fuck up.
So, do you want to chat about that real quick, Brad? Because you and I were kind of talking about this earlier today.
Yeah, I don't like. Here's the thing: there is a reality to the fact that the studio is the company taking the risk on making something, and it could run the risk of being the Flash. No, and which I liked. I liked the Flash, but that movie is like poised to be one of the biggest box office disasters in history.
It's Warner Brothers' biggest flop, confirmed. It's actually out on digital already. You can buy it. You can buy it.
Christ.
Hi, Winston.
Dang. And there's some NFT involved with it too, I heard, so that's fun.
Yeah.
They're grasping straws with that. Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. Like, the thing is, it's like there are actors who are like people who work for a living, like actors, like extras and that kind of stuff. And, you know, they get these SAG roles and like, I understand it, but you know, if you're the company putting up 300, first off, these budgets, these movies need to come down. That's the end of the story.
Exactly.
Like, you can't.
Yep.
It's not feasible to keep increasing these production budgets for these movies. The Mandalorian has shown that you can make a Star Wars story compelling, minus season 3, and it not be a $400 million budget, including marketing.
Right.
Like, this needs to, like, this might need to be a wake up call to Hollywood itself and be like, hey, look,
100%.
We can still make these movies and not. You know, the check we write isn't $500 million and we have to make $1 billion to make profit. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Exactly.
So I think that a lot of these big franchises could learn a lot from, and Kyle, this is for you, the horror series that, you know, kind of scale back these movies and do these very small budgets, but create a really, really well-made movie.
Yeah. Well,
I'm torn on it because, yes, everyone should get paid what they're worth, but you should get paid what you're worth.
Mm-hmm.
If you're, you know, a background actor, should you be making what Tom Cruise makes? No, of course not. Tom Cruise is a movie star who brings billions of dollars to the box office a year. There is the reality of that too. So, and these are like uncomfortable conversations that people kind of dance around. Yeah, Brad Pitt should get paid more than a background person. Sorry, he's worth more to the industry. You know, it's one of those things where it's like there's a lot of uncomfortable truths about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the conversation with like women's sports. Women should get paid equal. I mean, not really if they're not bringing in the numbers. It's merit based. It has nothing to do with because you're a woman.
Right.
You know, LeBron James brings more eyes to basketball for men than any other athlete in the world right now.
Right.
I mean, Messi what's the soccer guy who
Messi? He just signed with
Publix?
Florida, right? Miami.
Who is it?
Messi. Yeah.
Messi, right? Okay, I didn't. I don't know soccer that well. So like he's probably the biggest athlete in the world, but like name a female athlete that's not Brittany Griner.
And the part about her being female is questionable.
Damn, Evan throwing that shade. Right.
Evan.
But no, but like for real, like if you're not a household name, there's a reason you're a household name. It's because you do something exceptional or you're like a star in some aspects. And that's hard. You can't just create that. Like that takes time to build. Fuck up. So I'm torn on it, man, because like now, do I think CEOs should make Bob Iger should make $200 million a year?
No.
Fuck no, especially with what you're doing with Disney right now. You should absolutely not make that fucking money.
Yeah, so he's shopping the TV side of Disney, it sounds like. There's a couple of articles out there.
Well, that's good. He should have been doing that kind of stuff.
But what's not good is the rumor that they're selling to Apple again. That concerns me.
Yeah,
that rumor has been popping up over the last few years.
Yeah,
it's not good.
I
just don't
when
think
I was
it's
in
going to
Indiana.
Yeah,
that rumor's been around for at least 5 or 6 years.
If you see him step down in the next 6 months to a year, 2 years maybe, like even 2 years, that's not a good sign because I don't think that the FCC would push that through because I think it would be a conflict of interest because he's on the board of director at Apple.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he better make a decision. It could be a monopoly situation where they're like, nope, Apple's too big. We can't approve this merger. Mm-hmm.
But that's just one of those things where it's like that's the game that you would have to play. It's just I don't know. That rumor scares the fuck out of me because I don't want anyone owning the Walt Disney Company.
Neither do I.
That's a terrible move.
Brought to you by
I just wish
Apple.
Tom Sachs could have stuck around and took over. Like that would have been ideal. But
I'm with you.
Here we are.
We were talking about this the other day. I want someone with the last name Disney running the Disney Company. It's your family name. You're
with the qualifications, like you said, though. You still have to be
Not just some
economically inclined.
dipshit. Who was the person? Someone just got arrested with the last name Disney. Not that dingbat.
Right.
Somebody
But you also
who is
don't want
qualified.
Right. You don't want like Ron Miller.
Aunt
like,
Tim?
'cause he was,
No, you want like a
No,
Roy E,
like-
a Roy O.
Yeah.
Who was it? Roy E or I forget which one was which.
Yeah, everyone
Roy
knows who you're
O
talking
was
about. Yeah.
the new
He
one,
was-
right?
Oh. Yeah.
The one that was with the
Yeah.
one that brought Michael Eisner in. That's who you
Yeah,
want.
that was Roy O. But like that, Michael Eisner ties into what you're saying about movies, though. Like Eisner did the singles and doubles strategy. That paid off pretty damn well. Here we are now. Every movie's $500 million budgets, and they all suck. Like,
Yep. And the more you put into these individual movies, and each one fails, you're losing exponentially more.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't run a business like that. Like, I don't know what it is to run a Fortune 500 company, like one of the biggest companies in the world.
Correct.
But there is, at the end of the day, there is some common sense shit. The common sense thing to me is you can't create a product that everyone loves and build a fan base over. They're celebrating 100 years. Build a fan base over 100 years. That is multiple generations of people.
Multiple.
And then slowly take away what people loved about the thing that they now love.
Yep.
That doesn't make any sense. That would be like being a band. And like, Tom, let's put this as Metallica, right?
Yeah.
That's like making Metallica, making all this iconic and crazy music that everyone falls in love with and everyone loves. And then all of a sudden you're doing slow jazz.
Yeah.
You can't expect people that fell in love with the early Metallica to follow them to that, because that's not what they fell in love with.
Right.
People fell in love with the no resort parking, the fast passes being free for 3 decades.
God.
They fell in love with the dining plan. They fell in love with all these little things that would, Disney's expensive, but you're getting all of this.
Exactly.
Now all of this is now something you're paying for. You've completely taken away what people loved about it. It can be any other vacation place on the planet.
Or it could be a new vacation place that's opening.
Called American Heartland?
That is built by Disney people.
Yeah.
That's a Disney park that never happened.
They are going to get their shit smushed in with this. They don't realize how big Epic Universe is.
Well, Epic Universe is
Well,
going
that
to
too.
shit on them
this is gonna
first.
cripple them, I think.
And this is going to like be the cleanup. Like they're already going to be down 10-0, and Kyle Schwarber's walking up to the plate about to hit a grand slam. So that's an America's
They
Heartland.
Joined by
they
Jackson.
have zero response.
Ah,
I really thought that at D23 this past year they were going to come out with like, we have all of this. Hey, Universal's doing that. We're doing this. And they had fucking nothing. They had nothing. They had hopes and dreams that might get approved at some point.
And
So
only
just-
like one of them were good.
It's just, okay, all right. We're closing Tom Sawyer Island. All right, I guess that's your plan. We're going to put something between Big Thunder and Haunted Mansion.
There's-
Cool. That's going to make up for, having Epic Universe. And Mario, which was the only movie this year to make $1 billion, correct?
Yep, so far. I mean, we've got Barbenheimer this weekend, but
How? You had holy shit. Oppenheimer might do it. The marketing for these two movies, Oppenheimer and Barbie, have been fantastic.
it has, yeah. Yeah, I'm really not too thrilled with, I mean, like, Barbie, the more and more I hear about that movie, I don't know. It seems IGN
I
gave
don't
it
know who that movie's for. I don't get
IGN
it.
gave it a 9, and I just got a weird feeling about it after reading IGN's review. And again, Barbie's not for me. It's not. So who am I to say what the hell is it all about? It just
Here's the
feels
thing,
like
dude,
they're
I think
going to be
it is
pushing
for
a
you,
message.
because it's a PG-13 movie based on a children's toy, so it's going to have to be some level of adult themed.
Yeah.
And that's the question I have is like, so who is this movie for? Because I'm not taking my
Nobody
daughter.
wants to see that, Jackson.
His
I
butthole.
want to see his beehole. Let me see his beehole.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that, Jackson.
Project Starfish.
I don't know who this movie's for. So
Barbie fans?
is it
I mean,
for
people who
kids?
like
Is it
Margot
for
Robbie?
Girls? Is it for adults? It's confusing to me. I don't understand it. Now I will go see how we put Japan in the microwave with Oppenheimer. That's what I'm excited to see.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I will go see. I'm serious about it. I'll go to the opening of that Heartland park because it looks awesome. So not the opening, but I'll go to that park.
Yeah. The opening
Let's talk
will be
about
tough.
it.
American's Heartland, yeah.
Yeah,
American
so,
Heartland. Have you?
Essentially, it's
Yeah.
Disney's America that Eisner was pushing back in the 90s. So
Yep. One of the coolest theme parks that never became with
Yeah.
Disney.
that would have been awesome for like 10 years until it got. I use this in bad terms, but like until it got Disneyfied. Like it would have been awesome until they ruined it.
Well, this won't be ruined.
That one is so weird. Like, I don't think you could really ruin it. Look at Liberty Square. They haven't touched Liberty Square. I think you would just kind of leave it alone and let it sit because age isn't going to affect something like that. Because the further you get from American history, the cooler it looks.
Well, yeah, that's true. And like at the time, it made a ton of money, but they would have probably done like, what's it called? The Nicolas Cage movie, National Treasure. They would have like put that all over the park and stuff. But, like,
yeah, you're probably right.
They moved
that's the
Merida
kind
to
of
Liberty
about.
Square.
But this new one doesn't have that because it's not officially Disney, so it has a chance to be good and stay good.
So, Tom, what are the details on this? I don't know anything about this. You should.
Yeah, I just saw the picture. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I saw too. That it was just a group of like Disney Imagineers came together to create like several different lands themed after like colonial America and like the celebration of America. So I think Evan was right on point. That's all we know. It's in. I think I don't know. I can't pull it up. I sent it to you on the phone that's recording me right now. Hi everybody. But it's I saw some concept art, and I think Oklahoma, right, is where they're building this.
Yeah,
which is an
so
incredible
the only concern
spot.
there is tornadoes. I don't know how that's going to work.
Well, the same way it works with hurricanes here. You're gonna have to shelter in place.
Here's how it works. You go like this. You go.
Yeah.
True. Or you just don't go in tornado season. So that's when I will not be going.
If you're Clark Kent and you see your father about to die from a tornado, you don't save him. That's what you do.
You do like this. You go.
Yeah.
And let him get taken by the tornado.
Exactly.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Heartbreaking scene.
Powerful scene.
Powerful scene indeed.
Dude, have I talked about this yet? I did a complete 180 on that fucking movie, by the way.
Yeah. Man of Steel.
I did a complete 180 on Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a goddamn masterpiece. I was wrong. I talked shit about the movie for years. I was wrong. Hey, when you're wrong, you got to say you're wrong.
Exactly. I told you I was wrong about boarding groups, right? I came out and said I flipped the script on that. Speaking of flipping the script, Christopher Nolan, guys, said he's done with superhero films, but remains open to Star Wars. Is that something that interests anybody?
No.
No? Yeah.
It doesn't make me more interested. Like, I'm always interested in Star Wars.
It doesn't fluster my gubble balls, but
I'm like, sure.
There's directors to me that just do their own thing, and I think he's one of those directors. Like if someone was like Tarantino is my favorite director of all time. If he's doing a Star Wars movie, of course I'm going to watch it, but like I'm not as interested as if you bring somebody like James Mangold. That's more interesting to me because that type of storyteller, he can kind of adapt. Versus, I don't think Christopher Nolan's listening to a Pete from Kathleen Kennedy.
Well, I would hope not. I hope none of them do.
Which might be a good thing.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's what most fans want. So
it'd be a good thing. Or I don't even mean her specifically. I just mean like I don't think he's taken shit from anybody. Like, you want me to change that? Well, I'm definitely not going to.
Right.
So that's where that goes.
Okay. Well, we're going to shoot it in more IMAX.
That's true.
Extra IMAX.
That's true.
So the whole thing's shot in IMAX. He's
well,
crazy.
And that means also Michael Caine will be cast, and he has like 5 actors that are in every single one of his movies.
Cillian Murphy's going to be
Cillian Murphy. Yeah.
Cillian Murphy.
Killian.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's one of those things. Like if they signed him up and they're like Christopher Nolan's doing a Star Wars movie, dude, I'm fucking for it. But it's not somebody I'd go like, yeah, I want to see his take on Star Wars.
Matt Damon would finally be in Star Wars.
Do what?
Yeah.
Matt Damon would finally be in Star Wars. Oh my God, maybe we can get Affleck to do it too.
Josh Peck is in Oppenheimer. You got to see Josh Peck in Star Wars. That'd be cool.
Dude, there's like 50 big names, and Josh Peck isn't a big name, but like there's 50 names.
You watch your fucking mouth. Yes, he is.
I love Josh Peck. I love Drake and Josh. So don't act like I don't. But like,
how dare you?
There's so many big names.
He's on How I Met Your Father. Okay, the spinoff, the iconic spinoff of How I Met Your Mother.
Guys,
yeah.
I just
that
forgot.
Show's definitely not as good as Drake and Josh.
I forgot to show this to the Jedi Talk audience when we were making fun of Kyle, but I have his lightsaber.
Oh, that's cool. You got
oh my gosh.
Lightsaber.
That is so tiny.
Isn't it adorable? Isn't it so adorable, guys?
It's
still
so
an
cute.
Appropriate size to fit his mother.
Yeah, that's like 6 guys, 6 or 7 tonight. We are rolling. I'm a little late because I don't get the soundboard up, but there we go.
Hi-yo. Yeah. So back to the theme park thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to go see it. Was this announced or is this open?
Announced.
No, it opens in 2026.
Oh, okay. We got time. I think
so they're going to build
pilgrimage.
Oh, yeah.
Disney's America.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to build a whole theme park in 2 years. Well,
it can happen. It can happen.
no, I believe it. Well,
Well,
and I'm saying,
Universal.
like, most people can do that, but Disney can't.
The new
So-
Minions attraction is soft
Disney's
opening.
learning some hard lessons right now, and if they don't adapt, they're foolish.
Well, adapt or die.
And I think they will. I think my only concern is Ron DeSantis not winning the presidency, because I think if he doesn't, he's going to triple down on Disney.
You think if he doesn't win, he's going to come back strong on Disney?
Win. So if he doesn't win, I think he comes back to Florida and he's like, oh yeah, it just starts like going deeper and harder at Disney. And it's just like,
well, I love
you're putting them in
Disney
a weird
used
spot
to be.
anyway.
Right. I love what Disney used to be more than most people, but I'd rather not have a completely crap country. So I hope he doesn't win the presidency. I'd rather him come and ruin Disney than ruin what's left of America.
I'd rather him shut the fuck up and leave Disney alone, because it's a dick swinging contest from politicians.
Yes, that's all it is. They all suck ass.
They're all full of shit.
They are all full of shit.
But my concern is that, because you don't want Disney to just be like, all right, well, you've made it impossible for us to expand here, and we're throwing our hands up and walking away. That's what you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
And then just being like, when people stop coming, we'll close the parks down. That's what you don't want.
I know.
So I don't know how close they are to that.
It's something
they're
that
getting pretty desperate with all these discounts for hotels and discounts for ticket packages. They're getting pretty desperate. So
it seems like
I saw
everybody's learning lessons right now. Hollywood, Disney,
good,
everyone.
Good.
They should.
Good. You should.
They all deserve it.
You absolutely should. Reap what you sow. God, would it kill you CEOs just to shave a couple million off your salary? What, you can't install your fourth gold toilet in your outhouse?
What's the difference between $100 million and $150 million? There's not a. I mean, $50 million is the difference, but
yes,
it's not in lifestyle. It's not that different.
I know the difference.
$50 million could trickle down. I saw someone say that. I was listening to, what podcast was it? Flagrant 2. Do you guys know who Andrew Schultz is?
No.
He's a great comic. Love him. He was talking that some CEO that was the CEO of Tinder and owns a bunch of companies was like, here's what we should do. The CEOs and the big name film people should donate X amount of dollars from their salary that trickles down to these people, and it would fund the people who aren't making the money. I saw Fran Drescher say that 87% of people in SAG make less than $27,000 a year.
Yeah,
that's
great.
Wicked,
that's insane.
Courtney was telling me that
crazy.
the writers make 65. Dude, that's their median salary.
Less than gig labor.
Yeah. She was telling me the writers make $65 a year, but that's in LA, so that's probably akin to $3 an hour.
Dude, $65,000 a year in LA, you are living under a bridge with a needle in your arm.
Exactly.
That's nothing out there.
Yeah.
I saw what a $2 million
next to all the other
house
teachers
is in LA recently, and it was a trailer that was run down. It's insane. We're on the verge of collapse. And let's talk about something fun, because this is not fun.
Evan, God. Probably your fault somehow. Speaking of
always is.
Speaking of fun, the Outlaws maps dwarf the Assassin's Creed maps. This is going to be hell yeah, let's go. I'm ready. Outlaws next year.
It's going to be insane.
Let's go. When does this come out? Do we know?
Next year, I believe, right? Did it
I hope
2024?
so, because I need time to save up to buy a console and then buy the game. So.
I'm pretty sure it's 2024. You know what? If I'm wrong, comment. I want everybody to comment. Be as vicious as you fucking can, because that just helps the algorithm. I don't care how vicious you are.
Yeah, leave a like. Yeah. Tell me I suck. Tell me you don't like my Star Wars Celebration Boon to Eve classic shirt.
There you go. Boon to Eve.
Tell me you hate it.
If you hate
I'll tell
Boon,
you you're gay.
Cool.
And we'll all tell you you're wrong, because that's a dope shirt.
I love the shirt.
It's a good shirt. It's a good shirt. Good shirt.
It's a good shirt. I've told him. I said I know shirts.
I've seen so many shirts.
I've seen shirts before.
Timothy Oliphant, probably a Trump fan, likes being Cobb Vanth. He said in a interview or something. I don't know. He just said he's just randomly talking, and he was mentioning how he's he doesn't know if it's a cash grab or he's just nostalgic and getting old, but Cobb Vanth makes him happy. Playing that role makes him happy. So we'll probably see more of him.
I hope so.
I mean, we know he's alive.
That's
so.
one of my favorite characters. That's one of my favorite characters from that. I mean, that should have been the sign to us that anything was possible in Mando season 2, because they brought a character from a book that people didn't like.
That's true. Aftermath?
And made him cool.
Aftermath?
Yeah,
that the book?
100%. That gave me hope too, and still gives me hope that we can get more book characters and stuff like that. Like, there's so many cool characters that they need to bring in, and they slowly are. Like, Ray Sloan is slowly going to be a thing soon. Obviously, Thrawn's a thing that's coming. Like, there's some things they're doing now that just give us more hope. They're like, we could see more and more book characters.
Speaking of
we already saw
Thrawn,
Brendel Hux for 30 seconds. So, like, come on.
Speaking of Thrawn, Yak Face, I believe, or Toy Story Star Wars Collectors, one of the two, posted on Instagram the back of a card from a San Diego Comic-Con, a like exclusive that showed a Thrawn TVC coming.
Oh,
I know.
That's dope. I need a.
Isn't that incredible?
Still,
I was sorry to the camera. I was looking down at Brad's reaction because I wanted to see what he was going to say when I told him this.
I'm so here for it. For it.
There's a Magistrate one as well, TVC. And there's a Luke.
Who did you say? You said the Magistrate?
The Magistrate.
Yeah. There's a Luke, but I couldn't tell if it's...
Is the Magistrate the Ithorian?
No, she's from the Ahsoka, or the one Ahsoka fights in Mando.
That's right. Okay.
The Jedi episode,
I was thinking of the mayor. The mayor who's who I was thinking of from Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to make speculation. The back of the card had Luke on there as well. I don't know if it's already announced Luke, or if they just gave it away that Luke's going to be in Ahsoka.
That seems like a leak to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
With
be.
the timing of everything coming out being Ahsoka. So,
we assumed. Like, there's no way they didn't do that. We said that, like, the way how does she find Luke? Like, there's got to be some.
Right.
I think season 1 of Ahsoka is going to take place right before. Like, I think the last episode is going to be kind of you seeing her fighting the Magistrate. Like, I think it's going to lead to that, and then season 2 is going to kind of show you everything else past that. I really do.
Maybe. I can't believe that the Magistrate's coming back as like a decently big character. Like seeing her in Mando, I was like, I thought she's done. But
she has. So that's even more my point. If she's like the main villain, we know she dips out when she finds out that Thrawn's around. So I've had a feeling about this for a while. Ahsoka season 1 is going to take place before the events of Mando.
No, they confirmed Ahsoka's taking place during Mando season 3.
I know they say
still could be flashbacks though. So
they say things. They say a lot of things.
All right.
They said that Andrew Garfield wasn't in Amazing Spider-Man.
True,
and
but that's going to be.
Wasn't in Qui-Gon's not in Kenobi.
All right.
They say a lot of things.
Okay. I don't know if I like
now
that.
You believe the establishment, Tom? How dare you?
Oh, all right.
That's an insult right there.
Did you make Brad's Bourbon Reviews 3 over there while you were saying that rant? He's got 2 Instagram accounts. Brad's Bourbon Reviews
5.
and Brad's Bourbon Review 2s. I mean, to be fair to you, we both post on Jedi Talks account, so Kyle could suck it there.
Yeah. So I changed my Brad Hughes 216 one or whatever it was, Brad from Jedi Talk, to the Brad Hughes Bourbon Reviews, just to trick people into thinking that my Brad's Bourbon Reviews stuff was bigger. But I don't really need to anymore. I've got almost 10,000 followers on TikTok.
There you go. TikTok around the block. How many flowers and candy have you gotten from middle-aged men?
I don't know what that means. I don't do lives, so.
Don't know if I want to know what that means.
Oh no, I was talking about like literal flowers and candy. Like how many?
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
I thought that was a thing.
Probably,
I don't know.
Well, I got handed a few things this week. I've gotten a few things that are.
You got
cool.
handed handies?
I didn't say that. I said I've got handed a few things that are
okay.
Cool.
Enunciation is
No. We're gonna go back. I heard handed handies.
Oh.
What's going on below there?
It's a connection sometimes. It's a little bad. We can't hear.
Evan, is that the Force Awakens on in the background, and is that lotion there and with a tissue? Oh my God!
Well, you're close, but I won't say what you're close about.
You know what's hilarious? That was one of the jokes I wrote for Evan a few episodes back.
Oh, funny!
That's a surprise.
He comes. He can only come to when he hears "Let the past die."
Kill it if you have to.
And then my response was, "How do you know that?"
Yeah, I wrote that joke and then I deleted it because I thought it was too much.
Evan's like sitting
No
there.
such
He's
thing.
like, "It's the rise of the red blade," and it just pops out of his pants.
Whoa.
The red blade's what he calls his dick.
Yeah. And then gimmick
Do you wanna read
infringement
that
on the book that
but
just came
I don't know
out.
where this is going.
See how we
I-
segued into that? So we were reminded this week. I woke up and got an email saying that your pre-order for Rise of the Red Blade is ready. I'm like, what the fuck? All right. So I got to download that on Audible.
I woke up to people on Instagram talking about it. I said, "What the fuck is this
Yeah,
book?"
I forgot.
And it was like, we talked about it. I was like, "Oh."
But that's all I remember. I just remember we did talk about it, so I don't know what we said.
So this is Reva's
Like when
backstory,
it's
right?
coming, like, yeah,
Okay.
it's probably at least
Yeah,
a couple months
I don't
ago.
remember. I don't remember this at all. At all.
I really don't. I just
That's all I remember.
Reva's
I don't know.
backstory. I mean, that's pretty much all we got. So
Yeah, I don't know what
Tom, you
Inquisitor
have
it's
it?
about. Anything.
I want to know what you think because I'm curious, and I want to know if it like plays into anything important.
as soon as I'm
If
done,
it plays into
yeah.
something that I need to know, I want to know.
As soon as I'm done with All-Star Superman, which is the source material for the new Superman movie, I will crack right at it. So
They already have a book for the new Superman movie.
no, it's the source material. It's what James Gunn is using as inspiration to write his story. So
Oh, okay.
You know,
Sorry.
it's-
I was like, they just casted
no,
this
no,
shit. How did
no.
they?
one of the
story
source
already?
material. I'm
I
through
thought
it
they
right
were on
now.
Strike.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I thought making $5 million wasn't enough for these people.
They used AI to write the book. Okay, that's how.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
boo,
Superman's gay.
Superboy is, I
Yeah,
think,
Louis
in like one of the
overweight.
comics. And
Lois
overweight.
Lane.
Louis Lane.
His new name is Pie Man. He just throws pies at people. I'm out of pie-related puns. So we will tell you about
Super they.
Super they.
This means hope.
which color are you on the flag? They got to add another one. I think red's already on there, and blue's taken. Maybe not. You put red, white, and blue
so
on there. There'd
stupid.
be a lot of conflict. If you put red, white, and blue on there for like a Superman character who identifies with that community, it would piss a lot of the community off because it's too close to America. That would be a crazy story to
All right,
write a comic
Before
book.
we get canceled fully,
No, we were not getting canceled. I'm making a truthful judgmental statement. It's like because people hate. Just, you know what? Go to hell, people. Go to hell. Evan, shut the fuck up.
Evan, shut the
I'm
fuck
just
up.
laughing. I'm sorry. I can't even speak. My voice is so bad.
Though you got to stop going down on the Rise of the Red Blade.
There we go. Tied it all the way back in. Well done. Well done.
The last.
tied Kyle's mom's up.
Oh, gotta go. back
Another
over
one.
there. The last bit of news I have here. Did you guys see that head writer for Lando, Justin Simone, hasn't heard a damn thing about the series since 2020?
Yeah,
So we
well,
can't even
there's-
blame a strike on that one. That's just they haven't done anything.
They're not doing anything with this show,
Yeah.
dude. There's no way.
Do you
That
even
movie
want it?
flopped so fucking hard.
Do you
There's
want it
no
anymore?
Chance they take a chance on him, which
Such
is
a
so
waste
fucking
of
stupid
potential.
because
Yeah.
you've got such a great character on your hands and such an interesting time period for the character.
Such a good
and
actor.
you got a
such
great
good time
actor
period.
playing it. I know you have everything to make a good thing, and you fuck it up because you're scared because you failed to market a movie. It's not us. We did. Everyone that saw the movie kind of liked it. This is on you. You fucked up. Like, just own up that you fucked up marketing a movie, and people care about Donald Glover as Lando. Like, you're insane to think otherwise.
Have you seen?
For fuck's sake, I don't.
I mean,
don't.
most people, like you said, that's also low loved it. But the one takeaway everybody said that saw the movie was Donald Glover. They're
He
like,
was the best.
He
in the
was
part of
great.
the movie.
Like,
It's not even close.
so,
was
like,
the
even
best.
the people that didn't like the movie as much as people like us still said Lando was awesome. So
Yeah,
how about you
he's
take
great.
that and run with it? So
There's
come on,
no
guys.
one that could portray that character better. There's just nobody.
Yeah.
Not a human being. on
Billy
this
D
planet.
and Donald Glover. That's it.
That's it.
I agree.
He is your Lando. Like, he's
Yeah.
great in that role.
Mhm.
And you're insane to not keep that dude on as that character in that time period.
You know,
Mhm.
just wasting time right now. He's not getting any younger. So
So stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Did you see Beyond Spider-Verse yet, Brad? I can't remember.
Not yet.
Okay.
I am going to see it soon.
Okay, you should. Evan, I know you haven't
I'm
seen it.
excited for it. So, spoiler.
No.
Lando Calrissian's in it. And Han Solo
Yeah.
came in.
Yeah, exactly. They do a Star Wars Spider-Man, Evan. So you're screwed.
Yep. It exists somewhere.
It does
That's cool.
exist. It exists.
Well, he's in the MCU, so
That's true.
He was in.
I'm assuming that plays into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see. You'll see. I mean,
no, I don't want to know, but I think I know.
Well, they spoiled a bit of it in the trailer anyway. So
I don't think I saw the trailer for it.
okay, all right then. That's all I'll say. I mean, I'm really not spoiling anything. It's still a fantastic story. So
I can't wait to watch it. I've heard nothing but
it's
just
good.
like great things.
It's
about
good.
that movie.
It's good. Not as good as No Way Home, but it's good. It really is.
Evan's gonna throw up in his mouth.
Yeah, that just set the bar really low. Good thing I haven't.
For you, I know. Do we have any Disney Parks news that we haven't touched upon? You know, we're kind of out of Star Wars news. I feel like there's nothing else to talk about. Has anything happened here locally with the parks? You know, people are saying it's not as busy, and it truly isn't. But I saw Len the other day in an article comment that attendance went back to normal like the day after the 4th of July. So I don't know what to believe. Like,
I think people are just not interested in going on the holidays anymore because the historicals, like, it's just a quick Google now. When's the worst day to go to Disney World? 9
Not
days.
that guests used Google when they come to the parks because they definitely don't.
I think people are getting more savvy to it. I really do. I think since my time there, I think people are just kind of being like, especially with the price, like there's a certain price where you just go like, all right, who cares? But with the price being what it is now, I think people are doing more research and they're going like, wait, what? It's how busy? I can't ride anything. Why would I go? Why would I spend $10,000 for my family to go to ride 3 rides for over 3 days? Like, and then not get on the rides that we want to ride because the new rides are virtual queue, and those are hard to get on. Like, we were going to roll the dice with that money. No thanks.
I have to bitch a little bit today. Speaking of rides, so I'm having a week. I'm doing better right now because I'm doing Jedi talk and I'm feeling good. But
you too? You're having a week too?
I'm having a week, Brad. So I
text you after this. Make sure you're okay.
No, you don't.
Okay. Well, I'm going to now.
Oh my God! Jesus Christ! Calm down over there. We're men.
I'm gay for you, bro. It's what it is.
That's right.
It's
so
the beards.
I got up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna grab a boarding group today. I'm gonna ride Cosmic Rewind. Just kind of burn. That's my burn. That's my like adrenaline rush. My mind will be okay. I'll come back. I left on a long lunch. I prepared it, gave myself a couple hours, a long lunch from work. I left to walk up to find out that it was down today. I couldn't help but laugh. And Evan, I gave that one to you so we can rub a little dirt and Cosmic Rewind on your behalf.
I can't believe it's down though, because it never goes down.
I know it never goes down. That's why I trust it. That's why I trust it normally at any time of day.
Yeah.
So.
That's weird.
It's just so I ended up buying the 70s decade pin and the new AP.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you ended up buying. I thought you were about to say you ended up buying Lightning Lane. I was like, holy
oh,
shit!
No,
Jonathan.
He has done that before.
I have.
And I respect it. When you did it, I respect it.
Yeah.
Only because I don't want you to hate me. I don't respect it.
I did Lightning Lane. I did Lightning Lane on that.
I don't respect wasting money. Never will. Never. No.
I did Lightning Lane on that. That was an experience. I did it with my. I did it for my what's my 100th time was the Lightning Lane one that we bought with Kyle.
Right. You did do it for like a respectable reason.
Yes,
there was a reason you did it.
I didn't just do it to do it.
I knew I didn't hate you.
Yeah. No, I do not.
Not yet.
No, not yet. No. I mean, there's a lot more other reasons, Brad, you could hate me. You know.
I'm sure. I'll find something.
It's easy. Just go back down. I may not have deleted my old Twitter account, so you'll probably be able to find something there. I know we can find it on yours.
Mine's still up.
Yeah.
Mine's still up.
I got screenshots
3 years.
to go nuke
Mine's
on him.
still up and being used against me. That's cool.
Right now?
Nice.
Still?
Yeah, they won't take it down.
Makes no sense.
That's dumb.
Even though someone else got into it.
Oh, yuck.
Cool. Yeah, because there's tweets that were not me, and there's tweets that were me that I'll stand behind because I was trying to be funny.
Yes, you were.
There's some things that after a certain date that wasn't me.
You're not one to lie. You're not gonna be like, no, that wasn't my tweet. Like,
no,
yeah,
I'll be like, that was a joke that didn't land.
Yeah, you'll say that was my tweet or that wasn't. Like, yeah.
But there's some I've seen things from not too long ago. I'm like, that I didn't do that.
No.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, do you guys got anything else to chat about? Otherwise, we can call it a show.
Tom, have you read Phasma?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I know Brad has. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you for the story, Brad, but what did you think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Because I know it's been a while, so I don't want to ask for the details.
This was one of the ones that I did on my audiobook tear, so I'm going to kind of judge it based on that. Kind of like, I just thought it was okay. Like, I thought the most interesting stuff didn't include Phasma.
100%.
And I actually think that they probably marketed this book as Phasma because it was a way to tie the character in that people were very curious about between Force Awakens and Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And they had a really cool story, but they're like, who can we market this to? And I think that they kind of shoehorned her in. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know that for a fact. Delilah S. Dawson is a great author. She's actually the one that wrote The Red Blade, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Rise of the Red Blade. That's right.
Rise of the Red Blade, a.k.a. Tom's Morningwood.
No, Evans. It was
you're
Evans.
the red guy. You're the red guy.
I know, but I already
You're
made
the
that
red
joke
guy?
about
We make
Evans.
fun of you every week for being a redhead. We talk about
This
it now.
joke was me about 15 minutes ago, so now it's Tom? I'm so confused.
See,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you,
about
Evan.
Tom now. Evan
Okay.
had his time. Now it's
Okay,
on you.
that's okay.
Okay.
Is that a Guardian
Equal
shirt you're
opportunity.
It is,
Equal
yeah. It's
opportunity.
I
Like-
bought this shirt opening weekend. It's like the tour shirt. It's like the band
wearing? Okay.
shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's because the light's shining directly in my eyes. I can't see it, but I thought that's what it was. I'm curious about the book she wrote because I do like the Phasma book, but it's like I just feel like Phasma's the weakest part of the book.
Yeah, it almost felt like it was supposed to be a Cardinal book, but like you said, we can't say read the book about Cardinal because people could be like,
No one knows who the hell they
Cardinal?
are, and they don't know
Yeah.
who Vi Marati is because Galaxy's Edge wasn't made at the time of this book.
and
Which
even though it is made, people still don't know who she is. So like,
Yeah.
which is absurd because everyone I know loves her. But
So where does this land for you? Because that's the thing I want to know. Because like you're notoriously tough on Star Wars books. Where at the time when I was reading all of them, I was kind of like, it's a book, it's fine.
yeah,
So how
And
do
also-
you land on this?
basically anything I like, you guys don't like, and everything I hate, you guys love. So
I'm about like a 7 on this book because I think the good is really, really good.
yeah,
Especially
that's
if you read Black Spire.
yeah. Which I wish I
Black
did Black
Spire
Spire
directly-
after this, but I did Black
Yeah.
Spire before. But like,
Yeah, and
I read
Black
that, like,
Spire is
3
a
years ago.
direct. Black Spire is a direct sequel to this book, which
Yeah.
is how I know that it had nothing to do with Phasma.
with Phasma,
which
yeah,
she wrote.
Phasma's not in Black Spire at all.
No, at all.
Um,
So it's how I know.
Well, now I've only read now 11 Star Wars books, and this is number 6 for me. But I like it, and I think a 7 out of 10 is fair. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. But yeah, I
stuff
loved
that's in there
everything
is-
with Phasma, or everything with Vi was great. Everything with Cardinal was great, and everything with Brundle Hux was amazing. I was not expecting to get anything with him, and it was like,
The finale of that book is
He,
so
like-
good. It's
yeah,
so
the
good.
finale was so good. So I walked away
Can
from
we
that.
spoiler alert the finale?
Go
Yeah,
for
it's
it.
like 6, 7 years old.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Well,
Tom,
for Tom.
You know, yeah, Tom, this is interesting. You need to hear this.
All right, go on.
Okay, just the finale, or like what leads up to it? Do you care?
The whole thing. Say the whole thing. Spoiler alert for Phasma. It's a 7-year-old
Right.
book. If you don't
Right.
read it,
Oh,
I'm,
good.
I'm doing it more for Tom. I don't really care.
No,
if the
I don't
listeners
care.
they've had
I
time,
don't
but
care.
I'm doing it for Tom. You're good?
Well, do it live.
All right.
Fuck it,
So
we'll do it live.
Vi gets captured by a First Order ship, which is Cardinal ship, and Cardinal like secretly takes her down to interrogate her because it's off the record. He's doing something sketchy, and he wants to get some dirt on Phasma because he hates Phasma, basically because she's
Been
like taking
promoted-
over.
Yeah, she's got
Yeah.
promoted quickly over him, and he's
He's taking over his job.
Got it.
So Vi basically, after a very long and drawn out set of stories, which could have ended like 3 stories sooner, says, hey, Phasma killed not General Hux from The Force Awakens, but his dad, General Hux. Phasma killed him. And that General Hux was also Cardinal's like father figure. He
Oh,
like
but damn.
raised him. So Cardinal's like, okay, now I can go get Phasma fired because I hate her and she killed General Hux.
Mhm.
So Cardinal goes to tell the new General Hux this, and the new General Hux is like, yeah, good. I kind of wanted her to. I tried to help her, and like that was the plan.
Yeah.
So now Cardinal's like, what is happening? Because I thought we were going to get rid of Phasma. So then he goes and just fights Phasma hand to hand.
Oh, wow.
Phasma kicks his ass,
Yeah.
and Vi saves him at the end before he dies.
Oh, shit. Wow. That's cool.
And drags him to Batu, and that's where the Galaxy's Edge Black Spire book takes place.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
It's a really cool.
Why don't we get?
Intro
Is
to
Cardinal
Black
alive in
Spire.
canon? Why don't we get Cardinal walking around Batu?
Cardinal
Well, if
is
you read Black
canon.
Spire,
Read Black
you'll know
Spire.
why.
There's a reason
Yep.
he's not walking around Batu.
Yeah.
All right, tell
Even
me.
though all the toys are Black Spire exclusive, Cardinal figure, even though he's not there.
He's important to Black Spire, though.
That's true. That's true.
He's very important to the lore of Black Spire.
I learned
Okay.
a ton of stuff though I didn't know. Like, Cardinal is from Jakku. I didn't know that.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Nowhere.
And,
Yeah, it's a cool book. It's
it is nowhere.
It's not like going to change your life, but it's a really solid book.
It won't change.
No, but I told
Okay.
other people that have read
Good.
it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it does so much justice for Phasma, better than the movies." And I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah,
I don't-
100%.
It does, but I don't care about Phasma." I walked away saying Brendel Hux is cool, Cardinal's cool.
March of the
We knew
First
Vi was
Order
cool,
did
but
more
Vi
for
is cool.
Phasma than the
See,
movies did.
Phasma had the Finn thing where it's like they marketed her as this really important character when she's not. She's just a side character that has cool armor.
She's a space
But
Karen.
We learned where that armor's from, which was from
Yep.
Trivia Night. So now I'll
Yes,
definitely never miss that question.
I told you, bro.
I'll definitely never miss that question now.
So people who don't know, her armor was from Emperor Palpatine's yacht.
Yep. The same kind of yacht that Padme used to have.
Yep.
So the silver Naboo yacht.
That yacht's going to
what
be
she's
on
supposed
Below
to
Deck
be.
next season.
Shiny.
Johnny.
All right, fellas, we did it.
We did it. We're going to get this
Yeah,
uploaded
we did.
for you. Let us know what you thought about video. And serious question, y'all. If we were to do a Patreon, what kind of stuff would you want to see on there? Truth question.
Yeah.
Don't say butthole pics.
Well,
Wow.
that's
That's
on
who you want to use.
Jedi Talks OnlyFans, which is just Jack,
True, that's what those are.
the Jedi Talk
Apparently
cat.
Jackson is going to be on
showing
that
his
now. Well, you
butthole.
already saw a little hint there. So,
Something for free.
there you go.
Something for free. Let us know. We're thinking about it. Look, the writers and the actors are on strike for God knows how long. You're going to get entertainment from Jedi Talk one way or another, damn it. So,
Yeah, we're not pretentious. It's just what it is.
yeah.
Facts.
So,
We're not making
again,
the whole writer's strike about 3 guys who live in Orlando that have nothing to do with Hollywood.
look,
That's not true. We go to Hollywood studios all the time.
That is true. That is
Also-
true.
also, I totally tommed something and bought another Bodhi Rook on accident, so I have 2. So if anybody out there in Jedi Talkverse wants it, it's on me. Hit us up.
We didn't talk about the Return of the Jedi pack.
I guess we didn't talk
Let's hit
about it
that.
real quick.
Let's hit that real quick. We got
I love
some
it
time.
so much. I love it so
We got like
much.
8 minutes.
Yeah.
This is everything I want. This is everything I want
Yeah.
in a pack. I mean,
Oh,
it's
the retro
Return
pack.
of
The
the
retro
Jedi.
pack. Yeah.
It's retro. It's Return of the Jedi. It's every Brad checklist. This is off my checklist.
No Qui-Gon or pod racing though. So that's
It's okay. That would only make it better. But this, I'll
True.
accept this. Like you get a yak face. Forget. They haven't done a yak face. So the thing about the retro figures that I love so much is they
It's the 90s,
actually use
I
the
think.
original molds. They use the original molds from them. So these are like the original. For all intents and purposes, there he is. For all intents and purposes, they use the same mold. So you're literally getting the same card and the same figure. It's just not stamped.
It's just made
back
this
as
year.
1983.
Yeah.
That's the only difference between these. So I love these. If I get an Imperial Guard, a yak face. Is that a yak face? What is that? What is that?
Chewy.
Oh, Chewie. The Imperial Guard, a yak face, a Gamorrean Guard. Like this whole pack is just like it's so good. I love it so much.
Good stuff.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you on the next show. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Always. And Austin will probably be here next week, so get him involved.
Gotta get
So
back
until
home.
then, Tabuite.
Rise, Jedi Knight.